have 60 seconds to record your greeting. Press any button when finished.
Hey, beautiful ladies, how you doing? I'm over here with some tactical soap rubbing my balls right now. You know, I do have a small dick. I can't get women. I stay in my mom's basement. But you know what? I'm looking for a sexy woman that can probably get out here and suck the tactical soap off me.
Welcome. Howdy, folks. I'm Anthony Dream Johnson, founder of 21 Studios and the 21 Convention. I'm here in Orlando, Florida at 21 Studios Global Command Center with the one and only Steve the Dean Williams from themanmindset.com. Steve, welcome to Orlando. Welcome to 21 HQ.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate being here, brother.
Hell yeah, man. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you, sir.
What brings you to Orlando, too? This is a surprise.
I'm doing a little bit of business. I have a client that has me coming down and do some stuff, so I'm just here for a few days just to chill and, take care of that, that tactical thing.
Hell yeah. It was pleasant. George, one of my guys told me the other day, you were coming to town. I was like, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love George. Yeah, George. George. It was funny about George. George came in all like, "Well, Steven, we've got to do this." And then after I broke him down, after a while, he was like, "Yeah, man, screw that. Yeah, we could. Yeah, George is cool. I love George.
Yeah. I got a good crew.
You got a cool. I love your crew, man. Yes.
And so I first met you, digitally on the Red Band group.
Yes.
You're a frequent panelist we've had since I think the fall of 2018.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. It's been good having you on.
Oh man, it's been great, man.
And this is also, by the way, guys, another episode of Gender Wars, of course. You probably saw in the title. So we're going to talk about fatherhood, masculinity, manhood, and patriarchy on this show. Steve was also, by the way, an upcoming speaker at the 21 Convention Patriarch Edition this May 3rd to the 5th in Orlando, Florida. It'll be his first time speaking at the 21 Convention. He's one of only 2 new speakers at that conference, which is otherwise alumni speakers. So he's one of the few we let into that event who's not alumni. But excited to have you as alumni here soon and present at the conference too.
Oh man, I tell you what, man, and I've never met somebody that has as much drive. I'm a little bit jealous of you because I thought I was the one that grinds and works hard, but you're on your stuff. Your crew, they're on point. You're on point. I mean, if you ever get down here, you got to see how they work. They just one constant flow, and that's why I say the great thing about men is that you got to be a flow, a current. You got to think, behave, type, text, behave, and that's what you got with your guys. So
thanks,
I love it, man.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'd say birds of a feather flock together.
Absolutely.
We were on the other day on Donovan's show, and I was it was coming up too because all of us were like work our ass off.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. Donovan and Rolo are the same way too.
Oh yeah. I know Rolo's. Yeah, I see why Rolo wears that hat, man. He's always on his grind, man.
Yeah, the beanie, him and Tim Pool and the beanie man. But all of us do them, man. I know everybody works their ass off. First time meeting you, but it's the feel I got too. Donovan, Rolo, is just, all these guys, man, super badass.
Yeah, and that's the thing about men, and the thing a lot of people need to understand is that as a man, the first thing you want to do is put your grind on. That's what life is about. That's what manhood is about. It's not just sitting around waiting for life to happen to you.
Yeah.
It's that you go and you play more offense than defense.
Got to put your dick in the world.
The tactical dick.
Damn right. Sponsored by Tactical Soap, 21 Studios here. Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
Soap. It'll increase your masculinity by 9,000% as well as your testosterone and penis size. So it's just magic, basically.
Yeah, so just think what it'll do to my penis.
So let's talk about fatherhood and patriarchy, and then we'll kind of go from there. You see, your website, what you do is themanmindset.com.
Yes.
But you're a father of 4.
Well, yeah, we're a father of 5. Father of 5.
Sorry.
Father of 5. No, father of 5.
Hell
and
that's some good patriarchy right there.
Yeah, that's some very good patriarchy. Yeah, I had to get my nuts cut because I was sneezing on my woman and I get her pregnant. So I'm
you really have a vasectomy? Is that real?
Yeah, eagle has landed. I'm like achoo, and she's like, "Oh, we pregnant?" And I'm like, "God damn." So I'm serious. So the eagles landed, but no, man. For me, I've always learned manhood, and I've always been guiding other men. And a man mindset is not about race or color. It's a mindset. It's a state of thought. So for me, I wanted to retire because I'm all about legacy. I'm all about carrying my last name. So. What I decided on doing around 28, I got out. That's why I teach. That's why you get the dean from, because I teach now. So I'm out the game, but I teach guys how to get women, but not make it about women. Make it about manhood, because women are really, to us, as a perk.
Yeah.
They're just, as your journey up that mountain, you're going to run into women because you'll be 75% asshole. You
That's
know what I
right.
mean?
That's right.
25% dick, right?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. We had this conversation.
Yeah, we had to, y'all don't understand. That was just so between him and I.
I like telling women that I'm only 75% asshole.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's the other 25%? I'm like, I just make it up as I go.
Yeah,
Sometimes
you
say
make
my
it. There
dick
you go.
or-
Yeah, 25.
I'm a really nice guy, a very nice guy.
Yeah, well, we all nice guys.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of guys misconstrued about men. I'm a big nerd. I'm sci-fi geeky. I even watch SpongeBob sometimes. I'll admit that, man. I
haven't
love
gotten to
Squidward.
SpongeBob yet.
Yeah, I'll watch that. But the difference between a man and a regular male or a regular guy is I can say no.
Yeah.
And one thing I always teach people is that when you're talking, you got to stand by what you say. You got to be able to back it up and know why you're saying it. And see, a lot of guys can't even do that because sometimes when they meeting women or trying to get out there, they're just trying to throw shit up against the wall and trying to make something stick. So I'm just trying to say, look, own everything. Like, for instance, if I asked you about how you setting everything up, you would tell me why you're doing it. You'll be able to stand by it, but you'll also be doing it 3 things. You can speak with transparency, clear and concise, and impactful, meaning that you're not going to waste your words. You're just going to get right to the point.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Reminds me of an action movie I saw once, John Wick, and
I love Wick.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I love that
The
movie
new one.
series.
You see the trailer?
Oh hell yeah, of course, immediately.
What?
I got like the text for that shit. Yeah. But and I think in the second movie there's a comment, and I like Keanu Reeves a lot as the actor and then the character
Matrix
too.
thing, yeah.
But beyond that, it was very specific, and it was like the villain in the movie to John Wick was like, you're a man of. You never waste words,
Right?
And it's not just good writing. There's good philosophy in that.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think that's really what you're getting at here.
Yeah.
Where's that power?
Yeah, there's so much power in not beating around the bush.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it all out there. Either you're gonna like it or you're not, and regardless, I don't care because I always put me first. Mm-hmm. I always tell guys, anything you put in front of yourself, you worship.
Yeah.
So I don't worship women, I worship me. So, I mean, I love myself so much. I go to the mirror, I'll go to the police station, they be like, I got someone following me and stalking me and I need help. They be like, who? Me.
Yeah.
Me. Yeah.
I've thought since my early 20s that not a secret, but a good tool for not caring about what other people think. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's literally possible, but I think you need to care about, the way to effectively do that is to care about what you think the most, to value your own thoughts and your own judgment. As a man, you have to.
Yeah. Right. Well, the thing is, and I always kind of talk about Tom Brady. People hate Tom Brady not because he wins, they just can't understand the formula of success. Yeah. See, the thing that a lot of people hate is what they don't understand.
Yeah.
And a lot of people can't understand a man because a man does not play around. A man he stands by his laws, rules, codes, narratives, and principles. What you see is what you get. For instance, you don't wear a mask. When they see Anthony, that's what they get. You're like the 75-25, but they still get you.
Yeah.
You're never trying to be somebody else or trying to portray a role to someone else.
Yeah.
Because the thing that guys understand is women have met you before, they've met them before, so they already know what they're dealing with. And that's where a lot of guys go wrong. You don't need to lie or deceive a woman. You just be honest with them. Let them know what the deal is.
Yeah. Women appreciate honesty.
Yeah,
That's why they appreciate dick pics.
And they appreciate dick pics and really the dick on the forehead. But that's about tactical. So,
Jesus.
Yes.
At the same time, I find that the red pill has like really shown me that women, they do appreciate that kind of authenticity.
Yes.
If it's delivered congruently, you understand what the hell you're doing. A lot of guys, there's a learning process to that. It took me time to figure that out too.
Yes, sir.
At the same time, I find that women, just look at Instagram, they love liars and cheaters. That's why if you watch a girl's Instagram, hot ones, they'll date these dudes. It's basically the same guy, a character, just over and over and over. And it's like this cycle of like food pictures, butt pictures, boob pictures, boyfriend pictures, and then they break up and there's like some memes about women's empowerment or some shit. Mm-hmm. And then they date, like, oh, men are assholes and liars. And so it kind of works both ways. I think women are attracted, I guess, power. What do you think about that?
The thing I love about women is that I always tell guys, go to the bookstore and go in the romance section. And what do you see? That's other than the Bible, romance books are one of the biggest sellers out there. Mm-hmm. It's not the book that sells, it's what the fantasy that they get. Yep. Here's the woman, boring life, boring husband, boring job. And then Anthony either rides into town, walks into town, strolls into town, is juggling some tactical soap in town. They run into each other. Y'all don't get along. Y'all fight because you are an asshole. You are conceited, selfish, narcissistic, arrogant, everything. But those are the key words to get pussy. Yeah. See, you don't want to be nice, kind, you're a great guy. That's the stuff that women do when, you get done smashing and she's mad at you. She'll call that sucker up to be a shoulder to cry on. So when they meet that person, they want to be that woman in the story because then they feel like they're in the story. Yeah. So again, like you say, the asshole in that loop that you were talking about, they want to be a part of that because that's all they read about, man.
Yeah. Yeah, they love the emotional roller coaster.
Yes. They don't like that boring Bob guy. Wait, how you doing? What was your last name? What are you looking for in a guy? No, they don't want that.
Often?
You come here often. Yeah. I'm telling you this, Anthony. The thing I always tell guys, how many times, Anthony, have you talked to a woman, she said, oh, you're one of those guys. Oh, you're a smooth talker. How many women do you have? Yeah. You want to know why? Because women can smell that. That's why I try to tell guys. Women know men. And just based off of your behavior, your arrogance, and who you are and what you represent, they automatically know that you are what I call the unattainable man. That means you're not going to fall for the okie doke. Yeah, you and I love titties and ass. I mean, you can't say ass without smiling and shit. Try to say ass. See, see, you smile like motherfuckers.
I'm more of a tit man myself. Right. But as I've aged, I've become to respect the ass men that love, girls with asses.
Oh yeah, man, that's my kryptonite, man.
The big booty is getting to me as I get older.
Oh man.
So now I love both and appreciate both.
Yeah, I'm not a boob man. I just love the ass and thighs, man. It's just my grip.
Oh, you get that thigh gap going.
Oh, you get that thigh. I mean, when you smack that ass, those ripples, dog.
Yeah. So let's shift gears a little bit and talk about fatherhood and patriarchy. You've been a father for over 20 years now.
Yeah, over 20 years, yes. Yeah.
And you have 5 kids.
Yes.
You told me the ages once. They're a little bit teenagers.
And the lowest is 13 going on 14. Okay. I'm joining 16, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, what is she?
You got half a dozen kids.
Yeah. So, whatever. Yeah, the number. Y'all do the math and everything. But the thing is one of the most important things that I want to instill in my daughters, especially my sons, is something that most don't do with women, and that's being accountable for all your actions and responsible. Because we're dealing in a time women are not accountable for their bodies. They're not responsible for their bodies. So they want to blame everybody else but themselves.
Or choices.
Everything they do is a choice. See, I tell people, Anthony, sex is an agreement between two people. Having a baby is a choice only made by the woman, because once she pees on that stick and it's positive, you have no say-so in that. So
in most countries, Japan is an exception to that.
Oh, Japan's an exception. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah,
but
so
like every Western nation, that's the case, and it sucks and stupid.
Oh yeah, but that's the thing about fatherhood, and the thing that I'll be talking about more on at the convention. But I want guys to know is that you don't have to be afraid to get married if you want to. I tell guys all the time, don't get married. If you don't want to get married, don't get married. Hey, be you. Live the life. Just chill. Do whatever you want until you find someone worthy of you. That's the thing. It's always going to be about you at the end of the day.
Worthy of your name.
Worthy of your name, right.
You're one of the first guys in the manosphere, maybe the first I've ever heard of, that focuses on the value of your last name and the legacy that carries.
Oh,
and I've been in the pickup community in the manosphere for like over 12, 13 years now. And I've never heard anyone talk about that, as simple as that is.
Oh, yeah, it's simple. And the sad thing is, so many men, their legacy and their bloodline ends with them because they just don't want to. I'm arrogant. I want a carbon copy of me. Yeah. I mean, I want a little asshole running around and shit. Tactical soup, doctor. That like kind of, you know what I mean? That's what I want. But a lot of, again, you got to understand what it means to be a man. But you don't have to. Again, I don't know. Listen, for me, I've done the orgies, I've done the threesomes, I screwed the woman while the guy's in the corner. I used to be a gigolo, so I used to do a bunch. I mean, I've done it all. Yeah. So, but for me,
the hat fits, man.
Yeah. I mean, see, I like this one. It's not perfect for me, but I'm just saying that I want guys to understand that being a father is a wonderful thing, because I feel like I'm giving back to the world, because I have daughters that are going to be accountable. and responsible. So that means my daughters, and I tell my daughters, Daddy loves you. But what they got to understand is when they meet a guy like you, all the stuff I teach them goes out the window. So what I tell them is, listen, protect your body.
Yep.
Listen, it's got to be school, college, marriage, and kids. I'm not gonna be a bastard dad, a granddad. I ain't being no bastard granddad. Fuck that. I'm not. Nope. I ain't doing that. I ain't being one. So don't have no kid. You better be married, because don't bring no little crumb snatcher kid to my door and be like, Grandpa, I don't know you little motherfucker. Get the hell out of my mouth. I treat him like that, Anthony. I don't play that. But no, I'm serious, because I want my daughters to be. See, not too many people teach their daughters accountability.
Well, let's pause, because what it sounds to me like what you're teaching your daughters specifically is to preserve their femininity, and that has gone out the window in because feminism and shit for decades.
Right, all that. Well, because of how these girls are raised. Because they, again, it goes back to father having a structured environment of a man that's saying, "Look, Daddy loves you. I'm trying to keep you off the pole.
Yep.
I'm trying to keep you off the pole."
And that means discipline, leadership, masculinity.
All those things, because girls learn from daddy. Because girls watch how daddy interacts with mom. Yep. But if dad's not there, all the girl sees is mom, and then she has daddy issues.
Yep.
So that means she's going to give I want to have a baby because I want someone to love, because only a baby loves me type thing. And,
well, with the masculine leader too, the mother of your children is responding to your behavior. She's responding, she's being feminine in response to you, or
absolutely.
not. And then the daughters will watch her too.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's great to be. See, being a father is a great thing, because I know I'm giving back to the world. I know at the end of the day, when I'm lucky enough to leave this world, my sons are going to be responsible men. My daughter's going to be responsible and accountable women, just like my sons. So I feel like I'm giving something back, man.
Yeah. Yeah, given your legacy and ideas and genes to the world.
Hey, like, you ever notice I have the poster of me like that?
Yeah.
Man, I got a new one, dog. I'm in a Roman outfit, and I got bitches around me rubbing my feet and stuff. You got to see that one. That's coming out soon. But I want to give those to my sons.
Yeah.
So you know how it is, like when you go those old things, they have the Winsworth, the picture of the regal guy looking like this. Yeah. I want to pass that on from generation to generation, so they will know that this is who I am, this is where I came from, this is my father or your great grandfather, something like that. So that's the goal.
Well, I think this video is gonna be a part of that, man. All the videos you've done on your own, the Red Man Group, and with this, your children will see this decades from now.
Oh yeah, because once it hits the stratosphere, it's going to be in there. So they'll be like they'll be like, all right, Access Tactical Soap, episode 95 back in the year 2019 of our Lord. And they'd be like, seeing
episode 3 of Gender Wars.
Yeah, episode 3. The password is Tactical Soap. My bad, but absolutely, man.
Let's focus. So you're talking about your daughters and raising them well and stuff like that. So let's talk about responsibility with women and how important fatherhood is for that. Because in my opinion, like, we're doing the 22 convention for women in 2020, so about a little bit over a year from now. That'll be our first conference for women. And I want to use that conference in our speakers group, you know, the Red Man group and our 21 speakers and all that, to build positive speeches and podcasts and content for women.
Yes.
At the same time, I'm skeptical of how many women will actually take that knowledge and apply it in a self-improvement sense. Because in my opinion, fatherhood is really important, because women, once they get damaged, it's really hard to undo that. Yeah. So that's when you talk about responsibility with your daughters and holding them accountable and teaching them to be responsible. Yes. It strikes me as like 10 times more important, I think, than the average person takes it. Yes. Because if you don't do that, they're gonna go in their 20s. They're gonna hop on Tinder like all these girls. Yes. They're gonna ride the cock carousel and they're gonna fuck their lives up. Exactly. And then undoing that is like, what do they say in medicine? What is it? An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Yes. So that to me is what fatherhood and what you're talking about, speaks to. Yeah, and that's what I want. I want to make sure, and that's like for my daughters. Yeah. It's not just the accountability and the responsibility. It's knowing your role as a wife, knowing your role as a woman, knowing your role as a roommate, and all these other things. Knowing I got learning how to serve, submit, and be quiet. Yeah. Know your role at the table. Again, this is not the 1950s, but hashtag toxic masculinity. Yeah, I mean, so toxic, super toxic. Yeah, all that stuff. No, they're not even. No. Toxic. Yeah, they're not even. No, I want them to show guys the best side of them and show them. You know what? I want you. If you find someone that you're interested in, buy him a drink. Yeah. That's why, matter of fact, if I was speaking to those women, I'll tell you, these are things you need to do. Buy him a drink. When is the last time you learned about men? Yeah. See, women are so busy learning about their feelings. You know, I'm on my period, and Jan said this on, all that soap opera stuff that they hear. They never know about men. I always say it takes a thief
to catch a thief, but it takes a man to show you what to look for in men. You can't learn that from women, or you can't learn that from these guys that try to validate your feelings. No, you got to learn men. You got to understand how we tick, because at the end of the day, I'm not going after your last name.
Yeah.
You're going after mine.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do to show me you're valuable? Are you going to slay the Minotaur and bring his head to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro and then get your ass back downstairs and cook me a meal?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
So side note, I actually, one of my openers at women at bars, I go up to them and I'll say, hey, I'll take a Jack and Coke. I just walk up to them,
Yeah.
they're just stone cold. And
Right.
they're just like, they'd be like, what? Like, yeah, I'll take a Jack and Coke.
Oh, yeah.
And some girls actually, especially ones from Latin America, the Brazilians, the Colombians, they're the ones who I find do that. Those ones, I like them a lot.
Yeah.
They're the ones who actually do that, though, every once in a while. Not every girl's going to do that. But these girls who are more submissive and they come from better cultures that have less feminism, they will buy me a drink. They'll be kind of struck by it. Like, I'm like, yeah, buy me a drink. And they'll be like, yeah, all right.
That's the first thing I tell every guy. When you walk into a bar, I tell them, don't go to the wall because they look at the creepy guy. Don't go to the bar because that's the guy with liquid courage. Don't go to the bathroom because that's the guy that's nervous. You walk up to the first group of women and ask them, who's buying me a drink?
Yeah, exactly.
Who's buying me a drink?
Who wants to make women great again?
Yeah, that's how we're going to make you great.
Who wants to make love great again?
Yeah, man, make love great, baby.
Yeah. I actually wear these hats, around Orlando. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, oh yeah, man.
I got to be careful, though, with the red ones.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it's dicey sometimes. The redneck bars do pretty good.
yeah, well, yeah, I can't. I don't really go on the redneck bars that much. But if you was there, I'd go with you though. I'd be a dog, you know.
Oh yeah, totally.
But it's my brother Anthony. Yeah, we just come
him.
from different parents. It's my brother,
Yeah. So let's move back a little bit. So one of my questions I had written down before we started, you mentioned it briefly, but I didn't quite get the full story on it. Where did the dean part come from?
Okay, so what happened was, so once I got with my woman and got out, I cut all the women off because I didn't tell you even the story of my meeting my wife. I met her and I was like, let's go out. And she said, no. I said, I don't ask twice. And I walked off.
Yeah,
good. Because that's who I am. I don't ask twice. So a few months later, she came back to me. So she asked me to go out. And when we went out, she handed me her wallet and said, get what we need.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean. So I was like, okay, all right, we got something here. And she is what I call a Laura Ingalls. She's not on Facebook. She's not on Instagram. She focuses on family. She focuses on me and focuses on her job and cooking and what needs to be done around the house.
That sounds like internalized patriarchy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. But right. So once I realized, okay, well, you know what? She's worthy of my name. So I'm gonna get out. So now I'm gonna start teaching guys. So as a teacher, that's where the dean came in at, because I started, I guess, around 1999 or 98. And I started doing before podcasts, they were called MP3s or something. And then I went to Libsyn, and so I just kept going. But the seduction community was going this way, but I was kind of going this way by teaching guys, like I'm doing right now. I'm a broken record. Just stand on your name. Yeah. But I wanted to show them that you can win at all things. You don't have to be, you can be single if you want to. You can be married. You can do whatever you want. I always tell people real quick, 3 laws. I tell them about the 3 laws. There are only 3 laws every man must follow. Follow the law of the land. Why? Because if you kill someone, you're going to jail. Follow the law of the street. If you're driving 35 miles or 70 and a 35, you get pulled over, you got it. Follow the law of your job. Go to work on time, do what you got to do, leave. Outside of that, you can create whatever you want, and that's what they don't understand. You can create law. You can be law as a man.
Yeah. Yeah, women like that. They respond to that pretty fucking well.
Oh, they love the panty slide straight down, man.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Let me get through some more questions here I had written down, very specifically. Actually, let me back up here. So I was talking to Alan Roger Curry a few weeks ago. Yeah. And and he turns out he knew you pretty well for a long time.
Oh yeah, we've known each other.
And same thing kind of with Donovan. Donovan just brought you on the show one day. I was like, how do you know all those guys? So what's your we don't got to get into a whole backstory, but how did you know Alan Roger Curry?
Well,
and Donovan?
I met. See, my thing is this: I like being around men. And and the thing about Alan is 100. Alan's straight up. Alan bullshit. Alan's straight up. And what I did was I tested him. I was talking to him and said, man, get back with me. And I was like, man, you ain't shit, Alan. Because I wasn't testing. I was like, Alan, fuck, you ain't shit, man. He called me up ready to cuss me out. I was like, okay, it's cool, man. It's cool. It's cool. He's like, hold up, man. Who you talking to like that? I'm like, dude, I just tested you, man. I want to know that
Yeah.
if I mess with you, that you on the same wavelength. So yeah, that's how we started. We just did something called the the Black Book Cafe, and we just started giving advice, and that's just how we rolled. So yeah,
Nice. Yeah, this is really funny. You called him out like this. This is the guy who wrote Mode 1.
yeah, Mode 1, yeah, Mode 1, yeah,
Mode 1, yeah, it's great, man. He's great. He's been spoken at the convention twice now.
Yeah, I've seen him. Yeah, I've seen it. Yes, sir.
And I followed him for years, so it was cool that you knew him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You guys are both old school then. He's from the 90s too.
Yeah. I'm. How old do you think I am?
Late 40s?
Yeah,
49?
about 47. Yeah, last I checked, 47. But yeah, I've been doing this since 9 years old. I met my mentor at 9. Okay. So I was before I was 9. I was a guy that would kiss the girl in the bushes and get my ass beat. I was a guy that would talk stuff to girls, and they would go. I go to their house and they would unbutton my shirt, and I get scared and I run off.
Oh shit!
I was a same guy that was naked in the bed with the babysitter, but I couldn't get my dick hard because I was nervous. I was that guy. Yeah. But I learned from my mentor at 9. I met him at 9. My first piece of ass was at 13. She was 24.
Holy
and
shit.
she so we can go make love great again. Yeah. So yeah, she was a 24-year-old bisexual married stripper that showed me the sexual
part. Let me just pause on that. A 24-year-old bisexual married stripper.
Yeah. She She threw
just want to get that clear.
Yeah. Just want to get that clear. Yes.
Yeah,
make love great. Yes.
Damn. I got some crazy ass stories too, but that's pretty wild.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
As you probably know, I married a hooker accidentally.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe a stripper. I don't know. Yep. So let's actually talk a little bit more about fatherhood too. So okay. We talked about your daughters, raising your daughters.
Yes.
You have 1 or 2 sons?
Two sons.
Yeah. How do you find it, fatherhood and patriarchy different, or how does it differ from raising daughters to raising sons?
Oh, it's totally different. It's night and day. I'm hard on my sons. I'm hard on them. I am totally tough. See, the thing I don't want to do with my sons, as I don't want to do the T-ball parenting where I'm going to pitch the ball underhand twice, and if you miss it, we'll put that shit on the tee, and you get to hit it, then you get a trophy.
Yeah.
Fuck no. This is the thing you're gonna do. You're gonna get your ass up. You're gonna learn your respect. You're gonna work hard. I will not accept anything less than a B. You're allowed to defend yourself in school. If someone's bullying you, you're allowed to kick his ass, and I'll take you out for tea and ice cream. But there's so many things that I do with my sons and different from my daughters. Now, again, I am a little bit lovey on my daughters because I feel like daughters need dad's love. Yeah. And I'm a little bit lighter on them, but I always tell them there's only one man that loves you, that's daddy. Yeah. But this is the truth now. But this is the truth of the matter. And I tell guys all the time, I can tell my daughters every day to close your legs and behave yourself. Be a good girl, be responsible. But the key and the problem is that they run into someone like you. Everything they think about goes out the window. Yeah. So what I have to focus on is protect your body. That's why I push the accountability and responsibility, because I need you to be on birth control. Now, listen, I'm not saying you're not. You're gonna go out there and you're gonna meet assholes. And unfortunately, when you meet an asshole, everything dad says to you is out of the window. So I just need you to own your body, protect your body. And I say that to my boys too. Now, again, for my sons, hey, look. You go out there and smash. You go like Godzilla. You do but protect. Yeah. Hey, look. Hey, I don't mind you getting women, but one thing you're not gonna do is you're not gonna cry. You're not gonna be a victim. You're not gonna blame people because my kids are biracial, so you gotta understand. Some people are gonna like you. Some people are not gonna like you. But I try to instill this I don't give a fuck attitude.
Yeah.
Because I want them to have more power over themselves. Because at the end of the day, you're a Williams. Yeah. So as a Williams, this is how we behave. I don't want no pity parties. Yeah. Now for my daughters, daddy will hug them. Daddy will tell them I love them. And again, I tell my sons I love them. Now I'll kiss them on the top of the head every once in a while. But with my sons, man, I'll fuck them up. I'm just kidding my name, but like he come around the corner, I smack him with a pillow, or I'm sleeping or something. He'll jump off the counter and he'll jump on like the side, and we're always wrestling, because like I say in nature. You got a rough house with your boys, but you got to make sure they know life doesn't care about them. When
they get out in the world, it's a dark world, man. Yeah, they got to get prepped for it.
It's a very dark world because a lot of young boys are coddled, so they don't really see what the world is like. Yep. So when they get out in the world, there's so much pressure. That's when they either want to commit suicide or they want to do something because they can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
I'm always gonna be honest always with my sons. Honesty, man.
Good. Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
man.
So there's a good question we had written down that I want to get through with you on this. How do you and from your experience, when you're younger and what you do now, how do you discern a high quality woman, for whatever that's going to mean? Let's just kind of take in the abstract. How do you discern a high quality woman from a high quality actor?
Okay.
There's a lot of girls who want to make shit up.
Well, no. Always remember, when you meet a woman for the first time, you meet a representative. Understand this: women are walking lies. That's the first rule of the game. The makeup is a lie. The push-up bra is a lie. Yep. The tight pants is a lie. The fake hair and all that other shit they want to wear. All the Photoshop. They take that angle shot showing the part of their body, and then they like a big ass fat moose on the bottom, and they lie. But see, the great thing about it, they didn't used to lie. That's the shock. See, when I was in the game back when the computers started, they had something called AOL and Yahoo.com.
I remember.
Yeah, so we would go in there and we would clean up. Man, them bitches was flying us everywhere. We were on tour. It was a fuck tour, but they didn't realize they could lie. But anyway, get back to your answer. Is that again? There are certain things, and I'm gonna be talking about that in May. But there's certain things that I teach guys. I teach them a blueprint. And this is a blueprint that every man can use to really peel back, because what guys don't understand, most guys meet the woman and then they get in a relationship with the woman without understanding what they want. So what they do is they allow the woman to lie, because they all walking lies. But the thing is once she meets a real man, she has no choice to be real, because I'm not going to put up with anything less. Mm-hmm. What did I mean by that? First thing I tell him, Anthony, I'm a drama-free man. You bring drama in my life, you're gone. Yeah. If you raise your voice louder than this, you're gone. If you even think about throwing something at me, you're gone. So you got to do a lot to stay, because I have the thing that you have that most guys don't have, and that's options. Yeah. Women are not used to guys having options, so they will change their behavior. See, it's always behavior modification, because you train them on how to treat you. So I'm not putting up with the lie. Again, I know the lie is there. But once I peel that lie back and I can really see it for what she is, then I make that determination at that point.
And you use that to then build a zero tolerance policy for a lot of this stuff.
That's good. Hey, man.
Zero.
No tolerance. See, that's what. See, I'm gonna be breaking that down. See, there's three types of tolerance, Anthony. There's high tolerance, low tolerance, and then there's no tolerance. Most guys have high and low because they muddle. Some things they stand on. Yeah. Some things they don't. But as a man, no, hell no.
Yeah. Hey, you got to have boundaries.
Super boundary. Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. Shift gears a little bit more here. What is your top movie, one or two? Your top movie and book recommendation for how to be a man, for an expression of masculinity in art like that?
I would say, I'll give you two movies. One, I always say The Matrix, and the other one is Revolver from Guy Ritchie. Okay. And the reason I tell them about Revolver, because Revolver changes see, I always say if you took The Matrix and Revolver and put those two things together, it is going to open your eyes to a lot things that you can't even understand that's going on, because a lot of young men don't understand their mindset is really controlling themselves. It's like in their world, it's like a car that's controlling you. But with Revolver, what it does, it teaches you about the ego. It teaches you how your mind manipulates you in ways you don't understand. But The Matrix, again, goes to the red pill, of course. Yeah. When you unplug I tell guys, The Matrix is a movie, but it's kind of real. But it's a movie. I mean, you're not gonna go down and fly like Neo or nothing like that. But when you unplug the world, you don't see green lines. You just see the world in a whole different point of view that you've never seen before.
You see through the bullshit.
Yeah, damn it, yeah, I mean, see through the bullshit. Yeah, I mean, baby, yeah, 21. That was a 21 joint right there. But you see through the bullshit. But the Revolver also goes deeper in the ego, because it always, one thing they say. In
this movie, it's Revolver, movie?
Yeah, Revolver from Guy Ritchie. Okay. And when we get down, I'm gonna show you a clip from it. You gotta see, because it's about chess, but he's learning about the ego. Okay. He's learning that we are our greatest enemies. You're never gonna understand where the greatest enemy is. It's inside of you. Yeah. And so many guys are out there looking beyond themselves and everything they have. Let me give you an example. I tell guys, quick example. I tell guys, okay, think about this. When you want to eat something, Anthony, when you get hungry, isn't it odd something pops in your head that says, okay, Anthony, what do you want to eat? You want a hamburger, hot dog? Do you want Chinese? Do you want pho? Pho? Yeah, I mean, pho.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, pho. Do you, what do you want? Subs? It gives you options, okay? That's when you're in control of you because your mindset is working for you. But for a lot of these guys, when they meet a woman, you're not good enough. She's too pretty. Oh, you're too fat. You can't do this. What it does, the mind tries to hold you in a comfort zone area. And what I'm trying to teach guys, even with this revolver, is that once you can expand your mindset, you will be in more control of yourself. Because when you ask yourself, do you want to eat? You never hear something like, Anthony, you're not good enough. You can't get this. And you get options and choices. But Revolver does it. I mean, when we get off, I'm going to show you that. But it's really deep, man.
Yeah,
it's deep, man.
I haven't heard of it. I'm excited.
Oh, yeah. Man.
I'm familiar with The Matrix, obviously. I have the whole thing
Yeah,
on 4K.
yeah. Well, and when you see The Matrix and Revolver come together, it's tactical soap, baby. Just say
Fuck
that.
yeah. Fuck yeah. Let's move on to the convention coming up.
Okay.
So this will be your first time at the 21 convention,
Yes.
the Patriarchy edition, of course.
Yes.
First time we've ever had that.
First time.
So who are you excited? I mean, there's a lot of speakers coming out. There's we got the regular speakers, 13. We got workshop speakers like Donovan,
Yes.
AJ Cortez coming out. Who are the top 2 or 3 guys you're most excited to meet? Or a couple, even more than that, whatever you want to go through.
To be honest with you, I want to meet everybody because you see, we talked about it on another show. It's like we crash landed here, on this planet. We came from planet. See, the problem is I came from Planet Man. I was driving the ship. Anthony was chilling doing his tactical soap thing. We crashed here. It's all my fault.
Planet Soap.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. But the thing is I just don't want to eat one because everybody has something to offer me as a man. See, as a man, you got to learn how to humble yourself. You got to learn how to put your ego and self-importance aside and learn from other men because you don't know everything. And everybody has different points of views, different lifestyles, and they come from different areas. So it's not just one. I want to shake hands and meet everybody and soak up all the information I possibly can. So that answers all of them, man. I want to meet them all, man.
Yeah, and be a student and learn.
Yeah, that's the thing about it.
Yeah.
As men, we're always students.
Yeah.
I mean, we are teachers, but we're also students, brother.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do that myself.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's actually rare at the events I get to watch the speeches. I catch a little bit, 5-10 minutes here and there. But mostly when the videos are done, I actually like an audience member or a fan, I watch them usually front to back.
Cool.
And the content's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because I know that I'm at the event and producing it, putting it on, picking you guys out as speakers and watching you guys speak. But when I actually watch the content, I learn, or I watch it and I learn from it. I'm like, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to get a ticket to this damn thing. I was like, I already go,
Yeah.
I think it's free.
That's what's badass, man. I tell you, man. I've told you this, and I'll tell everybody, man. It is a real honor and a privilege just to be here with you right now because you're fucking Anthony, man. You that motherfucker that when you first started, he had no hair. He's like, how y'all doing? I'm Anthony. How y'all doing? And look at him right now. He's like, what's up, bitch? I'm Tactical Soap, man. That's how he is now. I'm like, I've watched your progression. And I've always watched from the sidelines and see where you at. And the thing about it, what they understand as a man, this is just the beginning. Yeah. They don't even, you're ground zero. You're still, and that's part of being a man. Yeah. We are infinite. We're always learning and we're always growing. And I love this shit, man.
Thanks,
I love it, man.
Yeah, it is. It's been quite a trajectory.
Yeah.
Over my lab, I started this company at 17, 21 convention and all that. Now I'm 30, so I'm just barely getting into manhood, I'd say.
Yeah.
But it feels good. Hitting 30 actually was kind of interesting. Rollo suggested to me, and he told me, he's like, you're not really a man, you hit 30. And I heard that at 29, I was like, motherfucker, what? But, now that I hit 30, I feel what he was saying.
Yeah.
The way women treat me is different.
Yes.
It's stupid. 29 to 30, you think it would be a difference, but you feel it.
Yeah, you feel it all
You
right.
feel it from the inside out, too, not just the way they're responding to you.
Right. Well, everything, and again, that's the man mindset. It's inside out. A man doesn't have color. He's not a race. He just is. But what he is all things. He's the son. You are allowed to be arrogant. You are allowed to say you come from Mount Olympus. You are allowed to say you're allowed to do and say whatever you want because you create your own laws.
Yeah, you create your own life.
Yeah, your own life as well. Absolutely.
You might meet Socrates tonight. Invited him out to dinner.
Oh, I love. Hey, you know what? Hey, that's what you know. I told Socrates. You don't watch. You ever watch Billions on Showtime? Socrates reminds me of the top guy's sidekick with the little mustache. Socrates look cool as fuck, man.
He does. He loves growing that shit out now, the goatee. But he just triggers the shit out of people. Motherfuckers. Yeah. But he has a saying that he's not the only one in the history that said it, but he has a saying that he says pretty consistently that you are the author of your own life as a man.
Yes.
And that's why he wrote the book recently, his book, The Map, your personal guide to the marketplace. But it's like, how do you author your own map? How do you author your own life?
Yes.
How do you navigate through that?
Yeah.
I think you're doing a really good job of that too, with the man mindset.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, man, the thing that I'm trying to show guys is that a man mindset is broken down into your king, your man, your warrior, and your lover. And you got your king is something that women don't meet. Because your king is your last name. Your king is your sperm. Your king sets all the rules. Now, your man is the representation of the king. So that means when a woman meets you, she meets your representation because she's not worthy yet to meet the best part of you because she hasn't shown you her value. But I'll talk more about that in the thing.
This is pretty good.
Yeah. But your warrior, he's the thing that goes out and expands your realm, but also protects you.
Yeah.
That's the one, no drama.
Offense and defense.
Conquer, right.
And then defend.
Yes. And your lover is the one that, you may send a dick pic and she might see some titties or something like that. But that's your lover. Maybe a book coming out about that. We don't know. But that's your lover.
Make love great again.
Make love great again, man.
The dream. I'm just realizing we're sitting here. It's like the dean in the dream.
Yeah, the dean in the dream, baby.
Fuck yeah. So, final thoughts. We can close out. What are some of the not fundamentals, but what is your topic? Do you have a topic picked yet for the Patriarch edition?
Yeah, well, my top. I really don't have a name for it.
Well, before we get into it, the reason I ask is because I'm assuming that the topic you pick is going to be one of the most important things to you about fatherhood.
Oh yeah, well because I'm going to show these guys a blueprint.
Okay.
On how to make sure she's wife worthy.
Okay.
And how to throw that bitch back into the ocean if she doesn't do what you want to do. If she can't submit, serve, give you sex, and shut the fuck up and do what you want to do, that motherfucker, excuse my language, but that bitch is gone.
You're in good fucking company.
Oh, wait, well, goddamn. No ifs, ands, or buts. This is not a Dr. Phil moment. You don't need marriage counseling because once you learn about you and how I break it down, and we'll talk about that behind camera, but how I break it down, I'm going to show them a blueprint that I use, that I teach my sons, that my father has taught me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show these guys out there that when you follow this blueprint, you can't go wrong because it is always going to be about you because, like I said before, she's going after your last name. Yeah. She's going after your ring. So you don't have to kiss her fucking
DNA.
ass. She's going after your DNA. Motherfucker, make love great again. He just taking my shit from me, man. Can we do a recut? Cut, man. God damn it, Anthony. But she's taking your DNA as well.
Our names are so similar. It's just like melding of that.
See, we come from a different mother, but we are brothers, like I say, Planet Man shit. It's Planet Man stuff. But I'm just saying, man, at the end of the day, these guys have to realize their value and their worth first. Once you're able to do that, then she is going to follow your lead because she knows if I don't follow your lead, I'm gone. If I don't shut my ass up, I'm gone. If I don't submit to you, I'm gone because men have options.
Yeah.
And that's what women don't understand.
And it makes her happy to follow your lead anyway. I mean, this is what she wants.
I always say real quick, it goes back to nature. Lions don't Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. They're just fucking lions. So when a woman sees the behavior, but remember, it's got to be constant flow. The way you talk, the way you text, the way you approach, the way you go on a date has to be what I call constant flow. If you don't have, a lot of guys don't have flow. A lot of guys say, Anthony.
And that means like congruent.
Yeah, congruency, yes. Yeah. I call it like a riptide or a current.
Okay.
A lot of guys out there say, okay, I want to be a man. but their texting is coming from the north. Their behaviors are coming this way. They're thinking that way. They're just a constant blur of mess.
Yeah.
What we're trying to do is we're trying to get it all together and get you in one direction. Because once
I really like this analogy. This is really, even for me, this is useful. Because I'm not done yet in my growth. I mean, nobody is. But I'm hearing this. I'm like, I'm going to put this to work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Immediately.
It's the congruency. Because once you become one with yourself, you will then be more transparent. You will be clear and concise in everything you say, do, text. And even if you roll up a fucking note and put it on a goddamn dove, it's going to be impactful. It doesn't matter what you do because it's coming from the man, the king, the warrior, everything that you are, man. That's how dope this shit is, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that reminds me of something, too, that I've, since finding the red pill a couple of years ago, I've come to the conclusion that you can get away with, if a woman perceives you as alpha, she sees you as that alpha king or whatever in her head, you can do basically anything. There's very few things you can't do, and you can get away with it. It's not a good way to put it, though. Yeah. You can really do anything you want, and I think it's coming from what you're saying, though. And then women interpret that as alpha. Oh, yeah.
See, a lot of guys have what I call world is flat thinking. They see the edge, but they don't want to go beyond the edge because a lot of guys, it's not really the fear of failure, it's the fear of success because a lot of guys haven't been beyond that point. But once you go beyond that point and connecting what you're saying, see, women have met us before. And I always tell guys, they go into the future, they go into the past and in the present like that. Meaning that I meet Anthony, like a woman meets you. She sees by your attitude and your behaviors, automatically she goes in her files, okay, I met a guy like that. He was an asshole. He was a jerk, but I couldn't stop thinking about him. I cried about him. I tried to do everything I can. And then she goes, that's her going in the past. Now she's like, okay, well, I know I can't get away with the bullshit with him. I can't say, well, can you buy me a drink, Anthony? And I'm like, bitch, take this soap and get the fuck out of my face. You know, it'd be like that. She can't do that. You know what I mean?
Soap me up, baby.
Yeah, soap me up, baby. 25% soap, dog. Yep. they don't know. We just fucking with you. Yeah. But no.
Yeah, even though I was showing you before we got on here, you didn't see that part, but I sent this girl a dick pic last night and she sent me like her tits back this morning. Yes. And that's one of the things that there's like always this debate about it in like the manosphere and shit. It's like, oh, dick pic's beta or alpha. It's like, dude, it's not. It's like binary, like childish thinking. It's like if you're alpha and she believes you're alpha, you could do whatever the hell you want and get positive responses.
You know what? I'm leaving this because he's taking my shit because I was just about to say something. God damn it, Anthony.
Stealing the show.
You stealing the show, homie. Give me some love. Give me a high five, man. That's my boy. What I'm saying, listen. You're absolutely 100 motherfucking % right. See, this is what people don't understand, like the 3 laws. Yeah. As long as you follow the 3 laws that I said, you can do whatever you want as a man because a man never apologizes for what he does. So if you want to send a dick pic, you can as a man. If you want to ask for a number, you can as a man. Matter of fact, Anthony, you know what? I tell guys all the time, you know, I don't buy no bitch a drink or take them out to dinner the first time. They ain't worth that shit. But as a man, this is some smooth shit I do. I call a bitch up from the north side of town and one from the west side of town, and I take them out to dinner. Why? Because I want eye candy.
Wait, at the same time?
Yeah, at the same. Oh, fuck yeah, of course, man. Hell yeah, that's the threesomes and shit.
Double first.
Right, yeah, double. Yeah, bitch, shut your ass up, meet the other girl. Right. Yeah. But the thing is this, it's about me. See, most guys make it about sex. But see, the thing is, now this is about the love. I'm about to give you some lover game right here. But the thing with me is when I meet a woman, I'm not going after the pussy. See, I always ask my guys this, how many pussies does a woman have? Most guys will say 1 pussy. I said, that's the problem. You're going for the one between her legs, and there's one between her ears that has access to everything. Yeah. So when I meet a woman, I'm not trying to fuck her. Because when I meet her, I'm already fucking her, and she doesn't realize it. I already got my tactical dick on her forehead, and she didn't realize it's going on right now.
I do something similar. So I'm following what you're saying, and I'm realizing I do this too.
That's why you say it.
Before I meet girls, and even after I fuck them, just to fuck around with them. But there's kind of some truth to it because that's what you're saying. Yeah. I tell them like I'm going after your soul.
Yeah,
I'm going to take your soul. I want it all. Yeah. But if you get that, you get everything else with it.
Everything else, and okay, let me tell you something real quick.
This is really important, I think, for guys to understand.
Yeah. Hey, get your crayons out. When I say get your crayons out, write this shit down. Get your crayons out, goddammit. So when I was a little lad, when I was like 7 or 8 years old, I used to watch a show on PBS by a guy named Bob Ross. Bob Ross is the white dude with the afro. You know, he was a painter. And he would come on every Saturday, Sunday, and he'd be like, "Hey, to make them nice little clouds and shit." The reason why I talk about Bob Ross when it comes to sex. Now, remember, this is your lover. So now we're talking more on lover. The thing what guys do is they don't paint a picture of what it would be like to be with them. What they will do is they will draw a stick figure, draw a little circle and a line and all that stuff. For me, when I meet a woman, I want to make sure I hit 5 things. I want to make her smile. I want to make her blush. I want to make her laugh. I want to make her think, and I want to make her react. When I know I got it that way, I'm on my way because she's not used to that.
It's like a battle plan.
Yeah, right. Remember, it's goes back to your warrior. Right. Your warrior is always thinking 5 moves ahead because he's trying to expand. See, remember, everything connects. And like I say, we get deeper in that, but I'm just saying that when I meet a woman, that's what I want. I want to paint the picture of what it's going to be like to be with me. Yeah. The key word, me. It's all about me. Where she's like, wow, I didn't know that. And that's what I'm saying. That's why, for instance, I know I'm running my mouth, but let me break this down.
Yeah.
I always tell people, okay, I can set a date up with a woman on Monday for Saturday. And by Tuesday, I'm getting her to play with her pussy.
Oh, yeah.
And they ain't no be right. Why? Because I'm not wasting my time. Mm-hmm. I'm being clear, concise. And I'm not asking her dumbass questions. I'm making it about me, bitch. Yeah. Because I know if I get hold of that pussy, I'm going to give you the crumbs to the gingerbread house. I call it Hansel and Gretel. They see the gingerbread house. They're like, wow, it's a gingerbread house. They taste the gingerbread house. Damn, that shit is good. So if it's this good on the outside, how good is it on the inside? And like vampire movies, I always tell guys this. The only way a vampire can enter a house, he's got to be invited in. Yeah. So I make her make a conscious decision to allow me in. Mentally, once I'm in, I become quicksand. What is the rule of quicksand? The more you wiggle out, the faster your ass sink in. So I got you, bitch. Yak, 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 yak. I bite your neck and take you at the goddamn tree, brother.
Biting them in the neck's good.
Man, from the jungle. That kind of shit.
Even when I'm a huge fan of like sucking on girls' necks and biting on their necks. I do this at bars and shit, man. Other girls will look at me and they'll look at I'll just meet some girl, I'll be doing that within a few minutes, and other girls will be like, what?
Oh yeah,
and then they it's like vampire shit, but they love it.
They love that.
They've been reading about it and shit.
Because they're used to that. They're not you. See, they don't understand. As a man, you got what I call a shift up. See, most guys are a one-trick pony. Yeah. Kiss her neck, kiss her breast, lick her pussy a little bit. Shit, right. Exactly. What the question is, what do I want to be? Do I want to be shift up and be dirty, nasty, freaky, or naughty?
Werewolf.
Or do I want to shift down and be romantic, seductive, or sexual? It's my choice. Yeah. But they're not prepared for that because they're thinking that I'm him. Yeah. And that's the worst thing about it. When they think that you and I are like the regular people, their walls come down because they feel like, you know what? I don't have to protect myself because he's a normal guy, and that's where they fuck up. Because they like, well, Anthony, okay, well, Anthony's a good looking guy, but he might be like Bob yesterday who just kissed my ass. So I don't have to worry about him. But then you like, yo, what's up, girl? I'm Anthony Johnson. What's good? We see this dick pic, and she's like, oh my God. And she's already done,
It makes you stand out. You're right.
Yeah, you stand out. Yes, sir.
Well, I'd say we wrap up. This has been fucking awesome having you on, man, having you here.
Yes.
I'm excited to hang out, do the dinner tonight. We'll get Socrates out.
Oh, yeah.
And fuck yeah. And keep having the Red Man group, of course.
Yes.
And I'll be at the 21 convention, Patriarchy edition.
Yes. Yeah. And I just want to say, man, thank you a million, man. It is an honor and it is a privilege. I just love being around you and being around men. Yeah. And I tell you, man, the guys that you have are fucking great men, and this is a great thing, man.
It's a great tribe. It's a good tribe.
Hey, it's the gingerbread house, dog. I'm in the quicksand already. I'm trying to get out, but I'm falling in, dog.
Yep. It's been good having you in town.
Thank you, man. Love you, man.
Yep. Everyone can find out about you at themanmindset.com. Yes. You're on Twitter. What's your Twitter handle? The Man Mindset. Just exactly like that. Yes, sir. That's it. Yes, Twitter sir. At The Man Mindset. And anything else? YouTube, everything. YouTube is not The Man Mindset, but they can get access to it from my website. But I also got a dating chat line. I got bitches already for. See, I bring them bitches, Anthony. Yeah, good. I bring them bitches. All right. Yeah. So I bring you the bitches, man. I'll take some. Yeah. And let's eat. Put our dick on. Yeah. Well, with that said, guys, you can meet Steve the Dean Williams and myself and over 15 other speakers at the upcoming Patriarchy edition of the 21 Convention, first one in history. It's going to be May 3rd to the 5th in Orlando, Florida, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You're going to want to get in on Thursday night and leave on Monday. Get your tickets now at the link below underneath this video or at the 21convention.org. That's the 21convention.org/patriarch. I'll see you guys next time on Gender Wars and on the Red Man Group with Steve the Dean Williams. Steve, I'll see you soon.
Thank you, man. Much love to you. This is my brother from another mother, man.
Yeah, man.
I
Thanks,
love
sir.
you, man. That's my dog.